Okay, am I back? I'm back. I'm telling y'all, I've been sitting here this whole time for probably over an hour, and I ain't had no problem with this internet. As soon as I said I ain't gonna let nothing stop me, baby, then the internet goes out. Soon as, baby, you give the Lord glory, here come the distractions. And I want people to know, I know that when y'all reach out to me, that you think you the only person that done reached out to me today. When I get through with you, I got 50 more of them, okay? And, you know, and there are a lot of people who be offended. And you don't even know you offended people. Simply because, one, they weren't honest with telling you what they want. So I have to be honest with you and say, listen, please stop getting in my inbox asking me how I'm doing. Call me and ask me how I'm doing. Like, or tell me what it is that you want. Because I cannot spend, unless I know you and I know your motivations. You know, some of y'all, everybody got different names on your IG to your personal Facebook. I always try to be grateful and, give their respect and all that stuff. But I'm telling you, some of y'all getting on my nerves. This is not a dating website. We're not going to go back and forth as soon as I jump online with people asking me, how I'm doing just to start a conversation. If you see me online, you see my green light is on, that means I'm taking care of business and I don't need to be distracted or interrupted by what I'm doing. If you take offense to that, I don't know what to tell you, but I cannot please 5,000 people because guess what? The last time I did a show or an event, or even I posted a live video the other day, 5,000 of y'all wasn't on there, okay? I'm not mad at that, but let's just be real, okay? And yeah, FB Internet does that all the time. And we in Revelation, so a lot of this stuff is spiritual, and I try to remember, sister, not to take it personal. Plus, this area here where I'm at in Katy, it is just it's crazy. And somebody told me the other day we only have one tower out here, so that's probably why we have horrible internet. And I'm sitting right by the McDonald's, okay? Anyway, but I came on back, didn't I? To God be the glory. He gonna have his way today, all right? So, and if I got to keep coming back or go on and get to the house, that's what I'm gonna do. But I realize that some of these videos and live things that I want to share in respect to my kids, I don't allow them to be privy to all my conversations, because I've always taught my children to guard their eyes and their ears. And so that's what I want to do as well. And I don't want to have to hold back if there's something on my heart that I want to share with grown folks, or that the Lord is moving me to share, because I have made enough excuses as to why I can't get online or why I can't make a video. So for those who will be patient with a girl, I appreciate that. But one thing you have to understand about me as an artist, when I've had a friend, I was offended a little bit to tell me I'm a people pleaser or be judged by, you can't think about other people and this and that, but I do. And case in point is because I remember one time I was downtown on 6th Street waiting on the bus. I don't know if we were skipping school or out of school. Not sure which one. But this guy was watching me. And it was a white guy, Caucasian, whatever you want to call him. I ain't never seen no white people in my life because, white would be the top of this cup. I'm sick of this chat. Anyway, so he was a grown man, and he was just staring at me. And I'm telling you, I was getting to the point, because, my mama always told me, watch folks and stuff. And and she's back. I had to move this vehicle and relocate, okay? So I need to be safe so I can get to where I can push forward. I'm telling you, baby, we're going to fight it out today. I want you to know. So they can play with this internet all they want to. I got to be tested. And that's fine with me, because I've been tested many times, baby. I'm here for the challenge. So they can just keep on doing it, baby. I'm going to have about 10 live posters. That's what we got to do. I'm not going to stop. But what I was saying is, the guy was watching me, and I started to feel some type of way. He kept staring at me, and I'm like, I'm getting ready to snap. Like, what the hell you looking at? You know what I mean? And do is disconnect me from my camera, because if I got to record it, I'll do that too. Oh my goodness. So, okay, it looked like we back. What I was about to do was snap on the man, right? And all of a sudden he said, are you one of the coolie girls? And I was like, oh my God. I was like, yeah. You know? And so, in that moment, I was so happy. Lord have mercy, he don't know how close he was, okay? And even when we had to do like interviews and stuff like that, those who done rock with me, hey, Papa T, what's up? What's up? Good morning. You know, I was just always, you know, taught, you got fans, you got to move this way, you got to do it that way, you know, you got to. But didn't nobody prepare me for the hate, you know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. They did not prepare me for that. They just was like, it's all about putting on this face and being in this illusion. And I want artists to hear me, because it's more than a notion, baby, and you got to be built for this right here. I want you to know. But I stayed in the race because my motivations were different, I believe, than a lot of people's motivations are. Because I can tell you now, everybody ain't gonna make it to the top spot, okay? I want you to know, you got to do this because this is what you love to do. This is what you are gifted to do. You know, there is something more motivating you than just fame and then being set up as an idol. I don't want to be nobody idol, because that is not of the Father. And it just costs too much. And I have already chosen who I'm going to serve. You know what I mean? And I'm already past that judgment and stuff like that. I just recently was feeling like, why am I so under attack? Like, why everywhere I turn, baby, it looks like, you know, there's an enemy right there. You know what I mean? Like, it just was puzzling to me. But I know that we are sitting right smack dab in Revelations. And if you don't know nothing about that, then of course, you know, you might have a little fear about what's going on. You scared about the what is that? The stuff that's going on, all these viruses out here. At the end of the day, if God say you live, you live. That's one thing. So I'm not trying to live in fear. I'm not going to live in fear. And everybody has an appointed time of when they will leave here. And listen here. Like I tell folks, baby, don't be talking about I'm running around here flying and watching over folks and all that. Don't be lying. Because I won't be. I'm going to be somewhere snoring and resting, deservingly so. And I don't want to, but let me move forward what I want to say. I just want artists to understand that there's a lot that people will do to harm you because they really don't care about you. A lot of people do a bunch of name dropping and don't know these people from Adam. And they may be offended by the people, but they ain't going to say it out loud because they want to be able to say they knew you when. And when it comes to being vulnerable with people, see, one thing about it, I meditated on the fact, you know, I love when Tupac said it's hard to be an angel out here when you amongst demons. At least you know where you at. But I was raised in church, so of course I wanted to be a good person. Not that I'm a perfect person, but I understand that people are all right with you as long as you don't stand up for yourself. As long as you don't voice how you really feel. As long as you don't make them feel uncomfortable, then they for you. You know, I have sat back and watched people be like, you know, why you don't trust me? You know, trying to get close to me. And I'm an authentic person. Like, I've been in a situation where I've said things and did not know that I was set up. Did not know for a long time, like, what's up with old boy? Oh, and somebody finally told me the truth. Well, he said this to you, and I'm not going to name no names, but he's a Houston, he's from Houston. He was in my hometown. And I really cut it for him. I didn't even know that I had said something that offended him till years later. Nobody told me that. And I really didn't remember saying it, and I didn't mean to be offensive. And he never told me, but he held it against me. And I'm like, what is the problem? Like, why do people want to slaughter me? Like, why do... Case in point, let me share this about the hometown. Now, and I'm going to be real, and this is my story, this is my life. I'm not trying to drag nobody, but I'm going to tell my truth, and I just have to not care how people feel about it. I mean, because I'm not, you know, I'm done with all that. I want to be free. I want to be authentically me. And thank you so much for sharing that word with me, Sherry, because when you said unapologetically me, yeah, I'm unapologetic. Quit trying to hold me to your standard. And I'm talking about you personally. I'm talking about people. Stop trying to hold me to your standard. I'm a human being. You know, I had to learn this stuff. Nobody cared about what I was dealing with at home, how I came up in the hood. All they cared about was the image and, oh, you the coolie girl and you can help me and what you think about this. Baby, when I tell you, and I'm going to be, you know, I'm going to be real, man. Some niggas, y'all be like acting like hoes and bitches for real, and I don't respect that. I just don't. And I have allowed people in my life, I have allowed them to get close to me, and I have been loyal to them. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but if I'm not right, tell me that. Like, don't use and abuse me and hurt me, and I don't know what I've done to offend you. But it's only because you wanted something from me, and you wasn't honest about that thing. So, don't be trying to judge me when you came with ill intention anyway. I know it's a whole bunch of people can't wait to put my picture on a t-shirt and say, oh, I knew her. Don't be letting them people talk at my when they celebrate my life when it's time for me to leave here. I don't do that. Don't do all that lying over me. Because I've cried too many tears and I've been through too much. And I'm gonna take y'all all the way back to 1991. Let me show you how evil it is, okay? I'm thinking because they raising their hand at a song, or, you know, they like, oh, coolie girls. I thought that was love. I thought they gave a shit about me. Oh, I was so deceived. I thought they really cared about me. But I can tell you, let me tell you something. People be jealous and they be envious of you, and it can be in your own family. When I met that crackhead at 18 years old who was 5 years older than me, okay, everybody knew him and everybody knew me. They knew what I was aspiring to do. They knew I probably was on commercial with the Coolie Girls currently, or Coolie Nation at that time. But I was in the hood surviving, right? Let me show you how much love people have for you, and they can't wait to see you fall. See, this is where God led me to the scripture and reminded me when Jesus was tempted in the desert by Satan. He had been fasting 40 days. Now, I believe the word, and I'm not finna argue that with you, what you believe. That ain't my business. What's my business is what, you know, my connection and what I believe. I'm not here for that. I want to tell my truth and speak my truth, and I'm, you know, it is what it is. But people will come to you when they know you desperate, when they know you in a low vibration, when they know you need help, right? They will come to you then to try you, okay? And it led me to watch, and I'm gonna get on with the story, but it led me to go back and watch Bobby Brown. That broke my heart. That girl's superhead, and I'm not judging her because I'm sure she did it out of pain. Hurt people, right? But I thought that was the sorriest shit I ever seen in my life. This is why when people tell me, hey, if you need me, call me. You need a place to go? I got you. Baby, no. No. He must have came. This was during the time, I guess, when he finally, you know, his Whitney mama came over there with the police, as I recall the story, and was like, okay, this is over because my daughter on all this dope out here, and you the problem. So I guess he didn't have nowhere to go. If y'all remember that video, y'all can look it up on YouTube. But I looked it up again, and I didn't want to see it twice, to be honest with you. I think it was posted like 9 years ago. So he must have called Superhead, the way the story goes, and he was like, you don't know who Superhead is? You know, you gotta go do your research. Google is our friend. They love to be nosy and share all your gossip. So anyway, Baby Superhead laughing and then went in there because I guess he called her because he didn't have nowhere to sleep at. And he is laid back on that. Yeah, he got on that red night jumper or whatever he got on, his pajamas. And he laying there just snoring and tired on her couch. And her kid walks by in the hallway. And she put this man on camera. Now, he called her because he thought he could trust her. That the world knows his name, knows who he is, and how humiliating it would be to have to call on somebody and say, I have nowhere to go. And she was like, come on, only for the purpose of putting this man on camera so he could be exposed, all because he needed to call on her for a place to sleep. How sorry is that? People so dirty. I'm going to tell you that's why I don't trust for everybody. Okay, I don't, and can't nobody convince me not to. The Bible tells us trust him anyway. So, you know, and if you ain't in tune with your spiritual father at that time, you be done called on the world for some help, and all they want to do is expose you. All they calling you for is to find out the latest news in your life so they can go tell somebody else. Like, this is the truth. Understand the platform you sitting on. Understand what's coming at you. I've had people throw up folks' names, baby. You don't know them people. You need to quit. And then ready to share their business, okay? Ready to share because they want to be connected to you, but they don't give two shits about you. This is just real. So when you are a chosen one and you are a child of the Most High God, you better not think that you can get in this world and they're not going to try to slaughter you. Okay? That they ain't mad because the same way the enemy came and tempted Jesus, the same way the disciples, you know, that old Judas betrayed him for money. The same way Peter denied him. Y'all walk with him. He let y'all in his inner circle. Like y'all knew him. Y'all got to see a side of him that nobody could see. Like to walk with him. That you don't appreciate that? I mean, I have cried out in recent and said, Lord, I'm tired. I am sick of people. I'm tired of being here now. Have I done enough? Have I passed enough tests? My son had me tickled the other day because he said, see, I came down. I was doing just fine, flying from cloud to cloud. And now I want to sign up. Lord, I could go down there. I could fix it. It take my son to tell it, okay? He tickled me so. And man say, now I'm down here with y'all and I got to fight for my wings back. Oh, Lord. Baby, out of the mouth of babes. I said, well, baby, I want to thank you for coming, okay? But you, baby, he lost not one. Don't even worry about it, okay? You good. But that was funny. To me, I say I feel the same way. I'm damn fighting for my wings back. I mean, people want me to believe that they love me so much that I can trust them and all that. And I have failed for it several times. I'm not no sucker in this game. And I would say fail for it in a sense that I gave them the opportunity to be close to me, to share some real personal things with them. And it's ironic that when I did not do what they wanted me to do, once they thought they had me, then it was like, I'm going to slaughter you. I found out what means the most to you, and I'm going to use it against you. That's why, you know, I have so much grace on people. And my friend, you know, tells me, and she knows who she is, ain't gonna call her name, people too nosy. And I don't want nobody judging her because of me. But when she shared with me and said, you know, you always rolling with that 2%. You just can't let people go. I mean, you know, when people show you who they are, believe them the first time, right? And I'm like, but we have history. We had this bond, and there are some good sides to them, and you don't know. And that's because God has had mercy on me. So I ain't got no problem with it. You can't take my life. Just like with Job. Yeah, you know, everything that happens to you is allowed. It was good that I was afflicted because it made me stronger. So, you know, yeah, in the midst of my affliction, oh, baby, do it hurt. It make it worse before it gets better. So brace yourself for impact. Brace yourself for impact. That's why I learned not to think of myself more highly than I ought to. There was a time when I didn't even know how to process that thing. And people blamed me for that and held that against me. And so when they found me in a position to where I was hungry, to where I really needed to trust somebody. I really needed to pour out and be real with them. They took that and couldn't wait. Ooh, I got some information on her. Yeah, no, I know her. I got inside information, baby. I know her. You don't know me. You don't know shit about me. If you're not praying with me, and when the tests come, and you turn your back on me, you think I'm not going to see you? I ain't mad at you. Because guess what? When I get through going through the storm, I'm going to love you anyway. Because I can relate to that. I can relate to damn near everything. I mean, what it is, I ain't done. You know what I'm saying? Whether I was wrong or right. What it is that I can't relate to, and I thank God for that, because I'm able to give that grace and extend that passion to other people. So yes, it hurts me, and yes, somebody that is real gotta hear me cry and pour out to them, and and they do that and minister to me. But I mean, I've lost so many people, it just hurts me. But some of y'all, I just got to go on and bury you now. I'm sorry, I got to say my goodbyes right now. When I can't show up for people and support people because it would take up my whole day, 24 hours, my kids would never have a mother. And I understand, don't nobody give a damn about my kids. All they care about, and I'm saying nobody, but this industry, that you got to separate the two, right? They don't care about what you care about. It's fake love. It's what I can get out of being attached to you. Overstand what I'm saying. I'm not even mad at it. I thank God I understand it today. So yeah, I don't feel like everybody should be privy to me. Everybody shouldn't be. If you can't appreciate my loyalty, baby, listen. I gotta go. Gotta chunk you to deuces. It don't matter how much I love you, baby. Only God could love you that much to be abused and beat and slaughtered and still give their life for you. Okay? Baby, I can't compare. And it has always been the will of the enemy to have God's people bow down to him. He's always wanted, as the story goes, and I'm a believer by faith, he's always wanted them to bow down. So as people were watching me, I ain't even knowing who watching me. I'm not even knowing that people are building up jealousy and envy in their heart for me. Let me tell you something. When I met this crackhead at 18 years old, Lord have mercy. Because, I was trying to still be right in spirit, right? And what I was taught being raised in church, that, you want to feed the hungry, when Jesus come back, and I'm not quoting it exactly, Google it for yourself, read, study yourself, approve. Is that, he'll remember when he asks you for something to eat and you didn't feed him, or he asks you for shelter. You know where I'm going with this, okay? And you turned him away, right? So I didn't want to be that type of person, because I love God, and I really had a spiritual relationship with him, even in the midst of the things that I had to do that I never thought I would do. When I tell you, when I met this nutcase, nobody told me that this dude was a crackhead. Get away from him. My family knew him. I mean, my family knew him well. And I guess because of the age difference, I didn't remember him hanging out at one of my, aunts and great uncle's houses. I didn't remember seeing him. You know what my family told me that loved me? Everybody that I asked, do y'all know this guy? Who is this guy? And they said, oh, he good people. That's what they told me. For a whole year, I'm entertaining the spirit of Satan. I'm being swallowed up by a master manipulator, by a drug-addicted crackhead, and he was only 23 at the time. 22, 23, somewhere in there. Nobody cared enough to say, girl, listen. This is his truth. They waited a year. My family, my blood. I didn't say nothing. I just packed that and wondered why they didn't tell me this shit. To a year later. I was so confused about what I was dealing with. I thought I could love him enough to bring him out. I knew that he was something serious to deal with. But I mean, hell, I was used to pain and abuse. I mean, at that time, I didn't even give a shit. It was just like, I just wanted to help somebody else. I just thought I could love somebody through it. I just wanted to give somebody what I felt like I didn't get. You know what I mean? I needed somewhere to put that at, and the enemy knew that. He knew what I didn't know. They probably had been watching me for years on TV. Matter of fact, I'll take it a step further and tell you how I didn't know that, as the story goes, in self-defense, my biological father took a life. I didn't know that. And this is one of the reasons why he shared with us at some point that he moved out of Austin or stayed out of Austin, whatever the case may be. You know, our parents, they got their own story. So I'm not here to judge him, but I'm going to tell my truth. And nigga, if you don't like it, you should have been there for a girl. But this is my truth, and I need to let this out. Why didn't you protect us? Why would you let us be loose in the world? Oh, Lord have mercy. This is why this man gets on my nerves today. How do I know I didn't run across people that you've hurt and that you've harmed, and they knew we were your kids? So them trying to slaughter us or giving an opportunity to get next to us to hurt us was payback for what you did. Even though you may have been right because it was self-defense. I would have covered my kids. This is why anybody can't keep my kids. And, you know, there's a time I had to call on their dad to take them because I needed his help. They needed him. And he put them in environments I would never have my kids in. I would never have my kids on Givens Park all damn day. I would never do that. You know why? Because some people are so, I want to say, they just don't know. But you're not finna walk up to my kids and say, oh, I know your mama hit the blunt. You know how I know that's true? It's because I had called my little partner over. And I ain't going to say no name, so I'm going to call him my partner. He a little closer than a partner. But I called him over because, baby, I need something from my head. I need to get through these braids, okay? So I go outside, get what I need to get. And he asked for my son, or either my oldest son came outside, you know, to say hello. Well, I got to get back to work. Thank you, appreciate it, got to go. My son told me as soon as I went in the house, he was like, here, my nigga, hit this. What? Are you kidding me? And you know me. Why would you do that? I don't care what he into. Let him get it for himself. And me and him, you know, we laughed about it. You know, I ain't even make a phone call and say nothing about it. But this is why I can't turn my kids loose in the ATX. I recently got some news that turned my stomach inside out. You did not protect my children. You know how many phone calls I got from my kids to say, Mama, I'm sick of sitting in the car all day on Giving Spark, smelling weed, listening to bitch hoe and this and that. And where's your dad? He off and running. It's okay with him. Well, sir, listen. I'm not trying to throw a you got released from prison party. Okay, for my children. I can do all that. I can handle the hood. I can handle it. It ain't nothing for me. I ain't judging nobody because I go hang out, you know. But you can't have my kids. It's not that they better than anybody else's kids. I ain't mad at you. Do what you do. But I'm going to do what I want to do with mine, and I'm not just going to serve them up on a silver platter to the enemy. I'm not going to expose them to that. That's my call. That's my right. And you can say she thinks she better than, no, I don't. And if you feel that way, I'm not here to defend myself. That's you, what you believe. I'm not here to campaign for what you believe. You one person on the planet. As long as God knows my heart and knows my mind, I don't care what you think. Because where were you? Like, miss me with that. The enemy wants our children. Just because we faced those things and we was all right with that and we did our thing, that don't mean it's good for our children. Just because you built for it don't mean, why are you making them build for it? Give them the love of Christ. How many of us, I done seen too many of us, where we was all in the streets together. Come on, let's keep it 100. And y'all sitting up in church today. If the church was open, you sitting right there today. Let's keep it real. We heard enough to run our butts right on to Christ. And the information I got about what I found out, I still ain't heard from their daddy. I still ain't heard from the people that I reached out to. It took everything in me to give that to God. Because I want you to know. I want to be on my way to the ATX, okay? But I know I can't trust them with my kids. I can't trust them, and I love them enough. I'm going to cover mine as much as I can. Be mad at me or whatever. Have your kids by somebody else who don't mind that. If they want to drag their kids out there, dress them up, and y'all want to wear the same t-shirts, nigga, I ain't mad at you. Go do that, but you're not going to do that to these. Because this is my mother's seed. This is my grandmother's seed. And we belong to the Most High Yah. That's where they come from. You're not going to teach them that. You can do that with yours. I'm not doing that with mine. And as long as he didn't give them to you, he gave them to me, I'm going to do what thus says the Lord with mine. So I really don't care how good that illusion look. I don't care how much they drag my name, how much they drag me. When me and my kids went through the storm, baby, that man dragged my name all the way through Austin, Texas. You know why I had to get out that marriage? Because the only way to keep my business in my house was to get rid of him. That was another reason. After I listened to everybody tell, well, you got to pray for your husband. Nigga, after all this time, baby, it ain't my job to save you. I am not the father. Obviously, I can't do it, y'all. It done got hot on me, and I don't know what this AC is doing. Okay? People will claim that they love you. Oh, Lord, try to speak about it. The spirit ain't never been more real. And then people will call me and say, if the shoe fits, wear it. But this is true, y'all. I have called people and invited them to come out and support me. And, they have every excuse and a reason why they can't come. And you know what I say? Baby, I understand, because I do understand. I'm not going to hold that against you. And then will turn around and call me and tell me how important it is that I show up for them and how much it will mean to them. Y'all play too much. This is what I carry because I lose sleep when I can't show up for you. I'm an empath like that. I don't mean to people please. If I could do something to help somebody, I want to give back. I want to do that because somebody had to do that for me. And they wasn't even judging me and they showed up. And I don't take it for granted. And I'm not complaining because what I chose to do, I chose to be there for people. Well, and I've had people say, Dank, you got to stop doing that. You got to stop being that. The one thing people... Okay, back to the story. Okay. I don't know if he's a true friend or not, but I've lived long enough to know. When he looked at me and said, you are such a nice person. How you know? I took offense to that, and I'm going to tell you why. To me, what I heard was, I know I ain't loyal to you like you loyal to me. I know that I have not been good to you and I've used and abused you. I know I have a hidden agenda. And you so nice. Don't tell me that shit. Because I am capable. I'm very capable of showing you the other side. Don't put me on no pedestal. Don't do me like that. I ain't gonna let you. I'm not that nice. And I see you. Only reason why I keep dealing with you is because God had enough grace to keep dealing with me. And it don't cost me nothing to show you the love of Christ. Okay? Trust me, that's him. It is all of him and not me. Okay? I'm sick of people, but I love people. I do. But some people make me feel like I'm tired, God. I don't want to be here. I'm tired. I'm not suicidal, but these people ain't appreciate me. He said, don't worry, baby, they didn't appreciate my son either. And he gave his whole life for them. He knew it was coming. That only because he willingly would give his life is the only reason how we could be reconnected and be redeemed back to the Father. When he had a full good case against us on why not to do that for us. Can you imagine the hurt? I think I'm hurt to find out I let so many fraud enemies sent people and energies in my space to know me and share with them. All they wanted was information. So they can feel like, oh, I know her, I'm next to her. No, I know her business. So what? You ain't gonna know next week. Shit. Because I see you. And you're not appreciating me and my authenticity. See, people like to get played. People like to be played with. See, they don't appreciate when you being honest and good to them and being loyal. No, they see you as weak. No, I'm not weak, and I'm nobody's fool. And I feel sorry for you for not being grateful enough, because I know I'm rare. You know, I could have took this thing too. I could have took my pain and abuse that I've dealt with in life. I could have took that 2 different ways. I could have said, you know what? I'm just going to continue to be abusive. And I'm just going to slaughter people. I'm going to gain their trust, manipulate them, and mess them all the way up. No, I didn't choose to do that. I choose to love and try to come on back, baby. Y'all forgive me, please. You know, and humble myself. And all of that. And all you want to do is abuse me? Really? Well, your abuse ain't going to kill me. If it do, then God allowed it, and it was my time. See, I'm willing to give my life to gain life. Okay? I'm not scared of this corona. I'm not, what is it? All this COVID, it's a new strand. I'm not going to get stressed out. I'm not, you know, I was watching a guy on YouTube this morning, woke me up to that. That's why you got to be careful pushing that button. God did not give me the spirit of fear, okay? Yes, we know they is paying folks to kill the crops. All this may be true. And there are times when I've entered that space, but I got to back out, baby. I ain't going to be scared. Okay, they doing all of that. Y'all, these people, they ain't got no power. Why we so scared? I'm not saying don't wear your mask, but you scared like the government ain't who they ain't supposed to. If you get in Revelations, you'll find out this was supposed to happen. And in the end, we got victory in Christ. It's all right, because, you know, you feel like, you know, she still smokes, she still cuss, so we don't want to hear from her. So, okay, what's on you? Go over there. I'm not people pleasing today. This is good therapy for me. You know? What y'all saying? Hey, honey bun, it's true, ain't it? People don't want me to tell the truth. So, I tried all of that. I did all of that. And then guess what? After you done all of that, when things don't work out the way you think they supposed to, what's the first thing we do? We turn around and blame God. We be mad at the Lord. Why you let this happen to me? honey. And it's okay, because I've been there. But it was good that I was afflicted. Because if I wasn't, I would have never seen you. Fake, evil, spirited people. And I'm going to tell you, yes, I believe, I'm sorry. We are all his creation, but we are not all his children. So I stopped being shocked by people. You know, I'm not scared of losing nothing that I can't take with me to the afterlife. So if God give you the okay and the go ahead and permission to stop me from anything because you think you got so much power in this earth, baby, the day you raise your eyes in hell, okay, it'll be well within my soul. I tried to tell you, he gave you an opportunity. Only person I can be sure to make it in, the only people I know that I know for sure I'm responsible for, is them people that came through my womb. I have a responsibility to them. Okay? The hate is real. There is no support, but people call me and die need about what they need from me, about what they want from me. But when I want something or need something from you, I got to jump through all kind of hoops. You can't even go out here and feed the homeless in secret. You just got to expose them and put them on blast and humiliate them when it's only a season. They only in a season. Why they can't keep their dignity? Because you've been sitting up hating this whole time. You've been sitting up hating this whole time. And your ass been exposed. And they don't fuck with you. I had to realize, how am I loving me and self-care if I continue to allow that abuse? Even in recent, I allowed somebody in on the real estate side. This bitch had the nerve. You know who you is because you still on my page. You so nosy, you ain't going nowhere. If you don't like me, why you still on my page? You think I don't see these people? But see, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Let's take it back to the word. Let me jump out my flesh. See, people don't like it when they think they're deceiving me, and then I mess around and give it to them, raw and uncut. They be like, how dare you? I been seen you. I just loved you anyway. I met you where you was. I was hoping that if I extend some love and grace and honesty and transparency to you, that you would learn something. Now, that wasn't what you wanted. I don't know who sent you, but you wasn't sent by my Father, and you know you wasn't. That jealousy and envy is real, honey. But you can't touch my life. You can't touch my life. At the end of the day, it's our testimony, right? So I just want to encourage somebody else out there. Don't let them do you like that. And you do have to be careful who you entertain. I'm one person. I'm not a damn octopus. Okay? What about my babies? They need me too. I know the world don't care about that. They care about being attached to MzDank and what that can do for them. That's the reality. So when you want to be an artist? Okay. I ain't mad at you. Just know you're going to be tried and tested. Now, I mean, if you work for the enemy, you do what you do. But when you have a heart for God and you really want to try to do the right thing and all that good stuff, and you under attack. You're going to be under attack. But don't worry, because no weapon formed against you shall be able to prosper. Get in that word so you can know you got something to fight with. You know what I mean? I've been judged on both sides. And it's funny because the same people that campaigned and told me what I'm supposed to do to stay in my marriage and honor God, them same people ain't even on my page today. And they got a title. Them same people ain't reached out to me in I don't know how long. And I stayed in that bullshit listening to them. God say, you wasn't listening to me. You was listening to them. I said, ooh. Wow. And because you're a public figure, don't tell people how you really feel. Don't do that. You got to keep this face. I'm not going to... You know how many people got cases from back in the day still locked up? Because they wanted the kingdoms of... They listened to the enemy. Promise him, if you bow down to me, you'll get the kingdoms of this world. I'll give you all of this right here. All this is accessible to you. When I tell you, you ain't finna get none of that. If that's what you're doing it for. You don't even know you selling your soul. You don't even know it. You know how many people locked up because they was out there hustling just so they can buy them chains, buy them rims, put that candy on there, and ride these streets and act like, I'm famous. And then now everybody else want to follow suit and do the same thing. They probably talking about it right now, sitting in the cell together. That's what you invested in. So don't compromise yourself. Don't get out here and be doing stuff you ain't got no. If God want that to be for you, you ain't got to compromise your body. You ain't got to get in here and do nothing that God wouldn't have you do to get what it is he promised you. And then don't idolize and worship this thing so much that you're willing to do that. I wasn't willing to do that. That's why these niggas be mad. I mean, I cannot believe that this man, I was so close to him like a best friend. Lord have mercy. In my flesh, I went with the flow, right? But all the while, the enemy was building a case against me. Did not know it. I didn't even see that coming. Because he wasn't from the hood, you know what I'm saying? So I figured, oh, okay, you know, you all good and wholesome and everything. You know, you got your little finances together, you know, life is good. So, you know, maybe I, you know, listen to you and you know, rock with you or whatever. He knew who I was. He was gathering intel for the slaughter. This is what they do to me. They ain't, you know, and it's crazy because once I lash out, and once I let them know, no, but baby, all this I done for you, you can't trust me now. You don't know I love you. And then look how you did me. What did I do to you? See, you already had set that up from the beginning. Because you knew what you wanted from me. You knew you had an agenda. You got to be careful with people. Honey, listen here. Keep all of that. I don't want nothing the Lord don't want me to have. And if it's that hard to get, baby, go ahead. No. You would not dangle no carrots in front of me, baby. It's not going to work out. It's just not going to work out. Because I didn't come to harm you. I didn't come to hurt you. I didn't come to manipulate you. I came to be a blessing to you. I came to just like, if, you know, my energy does something for you, then that's what I came for. You just mad because you didn't get what you came for. Because you found out I cuss your ass out. And defend myself. And now you mad and now I'm the villain. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to be that. Put it on a billboard. I don't care no more about that. It ain't my fight. Battle is not mine. And I have to remember that, because people will do you and do you and do you until you snap on them. And then be sitting up looking stupid with their lip hanging like, she's so aggressive. I can't believe she treated me like that. You know what you did. And you know what you doing. You just didn't know I knew. And now you shame of yourself. And now you mad at me. Because I should have cut your ass off a long time ago. Now, I'm going to give you enough room to hang yourself. And I tell that people that all the time. I'm one person. I'm one person. Go to God for what you want. He'll add those people to your life that you need. But don't you dare compromise yourself for it. Sometimes I think, you know, a lot of people, I don't even know if I want to share that right here. I'm going to leave that alone. All I'm going to say on what I was about to say is thank you, Lord, for revealing it to me. And I hold nothing against nobody with that. But I'm going to say this. I'm going to continue to make the live videos. I'm going to share this one to my YouTube. But understand there's a lot of things that I've embarked on a journey to do, and they did not come to pass simply because I did not want to compromise. Once they thought they had me in their grips, then it was like, now I can control her or hold this over her head, and that ain't what's going to happen. I will drop it right there. I be all excited, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm embarking on this journey, y'all, and everybody jumps on and be like, go girl, we support you, we with you. And once people see that, then it's like, oh, wait a minute. Now I got action at holding this over her head. No, you not, because I dropped that shit right there. And okay, I'm sorry, y'all. That's not going to happen. Because if I got to go through the enemy to get it, baby, I'm sorry. I can't bring it to you. I got to wait a minute. Maybe it ain't. Maybe it's for a point in time. Not right now. But it does not mean that I did not try. What I didn't do was compromise. And I'm not going to. So I don't know. I think that a lot of artists need to think about this. You really need to evaluate this. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't go for what's on your heart, that you shouldn't dream big. I support you. I don't give a damn if you got a 2-piece up under your butt and you want to have a G-string and you singing about this at the time. That's your truth. That's where you are. I support the person. See, they thinking I support the brand, or I support what they singing about, or I support them getting on the pole or shaking their ass in the club, or the fact that they got a blunt in their mouth. That is not what I support. I support the person. I really do. That's why I'm there. That's why I share your picture with your ass all over. I got pastors and folks on my page and stuff. Oh my goodness, I'm late to the meeting. Hold on. I don't know if this is supposed to be a 3-way call or whatever. So now I'm gonna have to cut this off, because I need to share that. But and not that I need to explain to people, but I'm going to continue to support those artists and meet them where they are. And I don't care if what it is. If God give me the opportunity and he say, baby, you can go, that's what I'm going to do. I'll be there to support them where they are. Okay? And given the opportunity, I'll help them through this. And if they don't need my help and they don't want me to say nothing, I won't. You know, I'm not here to control nobody and force myself on nobody, but I'm here to help. I don't care if it's gospel or what it is. That's on you. But I support you because I know you don't really know. And that's okay. You know what I mean? But I'm just telling you, ladies, trust me. And men too. They will use and abuse you to build and to come up off of you and then throw you away. So, you know, just know where you are and who you're trying to be and what you embarking on. Everybody say, Lord, Lord, ain't about that. And if they can't eat off of you, trust and believe, they don't care about you like that. It's a lot of them that don't, it's some that do, but because I've already walked this journey and I felt that pain and I can see it before you get there, I'm here for all of it, okay? I'm willing to share. God bless y'all. I got to get off of here. I'm going to post this on YouTube and add to it later, but I thank y'all for joining me. And if you really want to be in support, go on over there and hit that subscribe button, okay? And if you don't, it's good. I'm going to still do what God called me to do because I got to let this stuff out. It's therapy for me. God bless you. Those that are earnest in prayer and have a relationship with God, please pray me through. I appreciate your prayers because you sure right where 2 or 3 agree. It don't take 5,000. Just 2. And I feel like if Jesus and me agree, that's enough right there. So, God bless your day, y'all. I'll be back. I need to take care of the business and get on this call. I'm late. So, let me show up. God bless your day. Thank y'all for the loves and stuff. I see you. And if you're authentic about it and real about it, just know I see that too. And I don't expect you to show up everywhere I need you because I know we all have a life. I don't hold nothing against nobody. Not at all. Now I'm going to say how I feel. And I appreciate it if they respect it. If they don't, I don't care. I'm going to keep being me. I done jumped out the matrix, baby. I have been set free. Okay? Thank you. Hallelujah. Praise God. I love you. Bye.